Introducing first, from the harsh Australian outback, it's Genesis!
Welcome back, fans, to WOW and our main event. Genesis set to take on Santana Garrett. Of course, David, before we went to break, we heard from Chainsaw, Daisy Lane, and Fury. And they said the feud with top tier David is not over, not by a long shot.
I wouldn't suspect so, because they didn't get what they wanted. A clear revengeance for ripping the head off a little Daisy. But boy, I tell you, if that knee didn't come up from Crush, we would have had new Trios champions.
We were so close, David, to seeing the WOW Trios champions be defeated and end that 49-week streak of being the WOW World Trios champions. And speaking of champions, David, Genesis in the ring with the nunchucks. She believes that she needs to get a WOW World Championship title shot, David. She's been demanding the title shot, becoming more and more violent and vicious each week.
And her opponent, from Ocala, Florida, former WOW World Champion, Santana Garrett!
These two competitors want victory. They want to have a shot at the gold. Both of them have had it. Both were in the over-the-top rope elimination battle royal that the Classmaster won. Then, Tormenta, being the champion of WOW, unfortunately taken out of action with that shoulder injury, which luckily wasn't a fracture. Thank heavens, the prayers were answered for Tormenta, but Tormenta is healing that shoulder that was popped out. And boy, was she in pain, Nigel.
It was a gruesome scene, David.
Oh, I was upset. I'm tongue-tied thinking about it. But these two competitors know if they can win here tonight, they've got the shot to get that gold. And they have been fiercely, single-mindedly after it.
Genesis set to take on Santana Garrett, David, and like you mentioned, both with aspirations to wear the WOW gold, put it around their waist. And David, of course, the line is still gonna line up for title shots. Tormenta taking that time to recover from the injury, but I know as soon as she's able to get back in the ring, one of these two competitors is gonna get that shot with Tormenta, no doubt about it.
They both lock up, and they're both sizing each other up.
Genesis and Santana, David, as you mentioned, kind of in a feeling out process now as Genesis using the hair of Santana. Backing her into the corner now, Santana showing her test of strength. Genesis being sent across the ring, arm drag takeover by the former WOW World Champion now. Sweeping the legs, jackknife pin by Garrett now on Genesis. 2 counts, says referee Charlie Wu. And what a night this has been. Of course, the WOW World Trios champions, top tier, retaining their titles in an unbelievable happening. Chainsaw, I thought, had that choke slam and the victory. But again, they'll live to fight another day as the team of Chainsaw, Daisy Lane and Fury said it's not over. And of course, speaking of things not being over, how about the environmentalists picking up that win over Big Rig and Jesse Jones?
Well, they used that stick. They're grain the victory. That wasn't too fair.
I want to encourage and remind our fans to, of course, check us out on WOW Superheroes, our YouTube page, and our social media platforms now as Genesis goes for the cover on Garrett. If you missed anything, that's a great way to get all caught up on everything WOW. That's at WOW Superheroes on any social media platform now as Genesis going for the legs of Santana Garrett.
And Santana fighting her way, trying to keep those legs from being now in the position they're in with Genesis. Santana was not able to scoot herself back fast enough. She knew if she was in trouble, she didn't want to be in the center of the ring where she is. She just couldn't make it fast enough. Genesis kept her in the middle of the ring.
Take a look at that torque that Genesis has. Not only punishing the leg, but the ankle of Santana Garrett. Santana Garrett, though, the shoulders of Genesis down for a 2 count. Genesis shot right into the midsection of Santana Garrett, saying, yeah, you got me down for 2 seconds, but I'm gonna make sure that that doesn't happen again. Spinning heel kick from Genesis, followed up by the forearm shot and the X choke, David.
Choking away on Santana's Genesis. Our official pulling Genesis off of Santana Garrett.
Genesis. Forearm shot and now a snap mare to Santana Garrett. Genesis came with a game plan to rip apart at the body parts of Santana Garrett. The X choke now on Garrett. Genesis looking to take away that momentum and pace that Garrett brings to the ring. Genesis, no doubt about it, has been studying Garrett leading into this matchup this week. And Garrett trying to fight her way back into this contest. But Genesis now with that X lung blower possibly ended the chances of Garrett winning this matchup. It could very well. No. David just so close. Santana Garrett though, a lot of heart. Somehow Garrett had the wherewithal to get that shoulder up, David, and stay in this contest. Genesis saying, right now, I'll show you. Going all the way up top.
There's a leg twisting off the third rope, but nobody home.
Corkscrew leg drop, misses, and Genesis now paying a severe price. And this is an open door, if you will, for Santana Garrett to get back in this matchup. A much-needed few seconds to catch her breath and to get back in this contest, David. This is our main event here on WOW. We thank you so much for joining us. Genesis
Rushed
eats
the
the back
former
elbow.
champ, and she ate it just like you said, Nigel, eating that elbow, and now eating the foot as Santana Garrett is regrouping.
Garrett ducks that clothesline attempt from Genesis, sending Genesis down to the canvas with her own clothesline. And we've seen this before, David. Santana Garrett, back handspring elbow. It connects, and Genesis is feeling it now.
She tried to push Santana off, didn't get the momentum she had hoped and wanted. Santana returns, and now she's got Santana's got Genesis, but Genesis held onto the rope.
The rise and shine from Santana Garrett right into the chest of Genesis, who's knocked down by the super kick. Santana gets the victory in tonight's main event and etches her name, David, in the list of challengers for Tormenta when she returns.
Nothing more than what she wanted tonight, and nothing more than what Genesis did not want.
Go!